Hey guys, it's Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's tap video, I'm going to show you how to help your tap get faster. Yes, we all love to tap, but let's admit it. When we start tapping faster, that's when tap really gets fun. So let's get to this. All right, so I'm going to just pick a few steps and show you how to help your tap steps get a little bit faster. First off, you need to make sure that your tap steps are really solid and clear, slow, because before you get going faster and faster and faster, you want to make sure that those sounds are clear and even before you try to get going really fast. Otherwise, when you get going fast, it's just going to sound muddled and you might, your feet are going to be going a mile a minute, but what's the point if the sounds aren't really there and clear? Then it's going to either be like air tapping and your feet are going to be flying around, or the sounds aren't going to be there, and then it's just going to sound like mush. So let's just take like running flaps. And so flaps are just brush, step, brush, step. And so for running flaps, we're going to alternate, and it's brush, step, brush, step, brush, step, brush, step, brush, step, brush, step. So to really start going fast, you're going to want to make sure you're up on your heels, your knees are bent, and you're going to want to get those sounds into the floor. Brush, step, brush, step, brush, step, brush, step, brush, step, brush, step, brush, step. Now, to get going a little bit faster, you're just gonna keep those sounds, but start that rhythm going a little bit faster. Okay, so once you make sure that you have those sounds really secure, very slowly, then you can start speeding up the tempo yourself. All right, let's take shuffle step. You've got shuffle step, shuffle step, shuffle step, shuffle step. And with shuffles, it's hard because shuffles may be better to one side than they are on the other. But you've got to make sure that they're even and that the tempo is even. So you've got to make sure that brush is just as good going out and coming in when you step on both sides. So when you start doing shuffle steps to get them faster, you've got to be up on your toes. And if you have to hold on to something when you're doing these, that's fine to keep your balance when you're first going slow. Shuffle step, shuffle step, shuffle step, shuffle step, and make sure that the rhythm is nice and slow. When you start wanting to go a little bit faster, got to be up, knees bent. That's so crucial. Your knees are bent, and you start doing shuffle step, shuffle step, shuffle step, shuffle step, shuffle step, shuffle step, shuffle step. Okay, and that's how you start to build that up. You just let the rhythm go faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. All right, let's take paradiddles. Paradiddles starts with a dig, brush, step, heel. Dig, brush, step, heel. Now this one almost starts to get muscle memory, because if you keep trying to say the words, you're gonna almost stop yourself. So you got to let this one become muscle memory. But it's dig, brush, step, heel, dig, brush, step, heel, dig, brush, step, heel, dig, brush, step, heel. Okay, so if you keep trying to say dig, brush, step, heel, dig, brush, step, heel, you're almost going to get in your own way. That one becomes more muscle memory after you practice it and practice it and practice it and practice it. And as with all tap, don't get frustrated if this doesn't come like overnight. Tap takes practicing and practicing and practicing for not just days, not just weeks, not just months. It's years and years of practice, okay? But you got to keep doing it every day, stick to it, and you can get there. All right, let's try a Broadway. Now, a Broadway is flap, heel, heel, brush, heel, toe, heel. 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 Now, this step is kind of far apart. You know, you're kind of almost hip width apart. But when you start wanting to go a little faster, you've almost got to bring it in a little bit tighter. Okay, so don't try to keep it out far. Bring it in as tight as possible, and then you can do the Broadway fast. And it's almost going to sound like a little riff. Same as with the Paradiddles. Okay, last one, time steps. Time steps are the ones that everybody likes to try and get as fast as possible because they sound cool. All right, so starting off with a single. First thing, time steps, stomp, hop. You're going to want to take out that hop because that's just going to slow you down. So you're going to want to make that hop just a heel drop. So it's stomp. You're going to say hop, but it's a heel drop. So it's stomp, hop, step, flap, step, 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 stomp. Now remember, all your sounds have to be really clear before you try to start taking it up faster and faster and faster. And this is, I would just let the rhythm take you. Once you get this rhythm, just start going faster and faster once you feel secure in your sounds and you can hear it. Okay? Same thing with the double. You've got to make sure with the double that the double, you're getting that brush in there. Stomp, hop, step, flap. That flap's got to be in there. Stomp, hop, step, flap. Stomp, hop, step, brush, step. Ah, I can't even say it anymore. Stomp, hop, brush, step, flap, step, stomp, hop, brush, step, flap, step, stomp, hop, brush, step, flap, step, stomp, hop, brush, step, flap, step. Okay, and then the triple, where you add your shuffle, stomp, hop, shuffle, step, flap, step, stomp, hop, shuffle, step, flap, step, stomp, hop, shuffle, step, flap, step, stomp, hop, shuffle, step, flap, step. Make sure that that shuffle is good timing is in rhythm with that time step. Before you start speeding it up. And yes, there was an extra sound because I hit my bar. All right. I hope that was helpful. Subscribe to my channel, check out all my other videos, and I'll see you in my next.